And everybody, today is Saturday. We got Hurricane Felipe on its way. Yeah, no sun. Now everybody's out and about. Ducks are all over the place there. And today my job is freaking Honda Accord starter. So I don't know where to start with this thing as far as telling you how to do it. I mean, because there's quite a few different ways to do this job. Okay, everybody's got their own technique. Some guys take off the throttle body. Some guys don't. Some guys just pull the manifold back and try to sardine their way in there and have no space and try to work it that way and stuff. But for me, do it right the first time. Take the intake out, take the manifold off, disconnect your linkages for this is the older version, this is not the electronic throttle body, this is the older one with the linkages, right? So you have to mark your linkages where they come off of these brackets down here, right? So, well, it's not these brackets down there, it's this here, the linkages go on this bracket, right? You just take the top bolts, you don't take the bottom ones, you just take the top bolts and you mark them. Right, you mark them so you know where they go back. And of course, you pull the manifold off, pull everything off. You disconnect all your knock sensor and your what else? Your knock sensor, your two coolant lines. And don't forget, when you put your coolant lines back on, make sure you. When you put your coolant lines back on, make sure you bleed down the system, okay? Because you're definitely gonna get air in there. But basically, there's the hole where the starter comes out. This main cable's kind of in the way, but I took this bolt out, and it turns out it's part of this bracket here, and I didn't want to remove, this hard line, right? I don't want to remove the hard line. That's just too much work. So anyway, I just worked around this thing here, right? And I took it apart. Matter of fact, to make my job easier, I could just take this, and I can do this one-handed. And you take this clamp, and all these clamps are like this, right? So you're just taking them, and you're moving them out like that. You move everything out of the way, right? So, if I'm not mistaken, this should have one too, but I think this one here, you just press it, but I could be wrong, because it's a middle thing that slips on.